What's going on? My name is Arrow, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should be running the mini bosses for the invitations. Let's go. So I made a video similar to this a few leagues ago where I essentially decided to run a bunch of the writhing invitation and the polaric invitation. These invitations tend to go anywhere from 3 to 5C, depending on how much bulk you're looking to buy, if you're looking to buy them. And the returns on them are not massive. You generally get nothing or one currency item, and then every once in a while you'll get a unique. The value in these is that they are reliable currency, and they're very, very quick to run. If you have a build that's competent, you can probably kill each boss before the first phase. The build that I'm currently playing, Holy Flame Totem, kills them within maybe 5 seconds. The idea was to get a general idea of how much currency you could make, and not necessarily to encourage anyone to go out and buy these in bulk, but more so to encourage you to run the ones that you probably have sitting in your inventory. I know that I tend to let these stock up, so what I decided to do was go out and buy 100 of each invitation. I purchased them anywhere from 3 to 5C. They're very easy to buy in bulk at 5C, but if you're buying in a little bit smaller bulk, maybe 10 to 20 at a time, you can get them for 3 or 4C. At 3 or 4C, these are incredibly profitable. You can very easily do 3 of them per minute. They drop Eldritch currency, which sells for an awful lot in bulk. Things like Eldritch Annuls, Chaos, and Exalted Orbs. They also drop the Ichors and Embers that you can use to reroll implicits on your rare items. And then there's some really interesting drops that can make you a lot of money if you get either good rolls or the div card. So let's just dive into the loot and talk about what I got and what you can possibly expect to get. Okay, so here we have the loot from 200 invitations. The loot from the Polaric invitation is on the left here. And then on the right is the loot from the Writhing invitation. The amount of currencies that we got were pretty similar. We got a good bit more of the Eldritch currencies here on the Writhing side, but we got a little bit more of the Embers on this side. And then for the uniques, I don't think that these gloves are worth anything. I picked them up anyway when I got them. Maybe corrupt them and try to get something interesting there. A couple of maps. The Polaric Devastation Opal Ring is actually worth quite a bit with good rolls. So like, for example, this one has really actually perfect crit and almost 80 resist. So something similar to this is going to be worth a couple of divines minimum. Next up, we'll talk about the Eternal Struggle. These are a very, very cool amulet that can be a little bit tough to sell because they're pretty specific, but there are certain mods on these that sell really, really quick. One of them being this right here, increased effect of non-curse auras from your skills. We got that one. The Exarch side is exceptional, so that's I think a tier 4 of this roll. And this mod by itself of this tier is selling for somewhere between 25 to 35 divines to start. That's crazy. But there are a couple of mods like that sell really well. And then when you find something that's got an interesting combination, like this one, when a unique enemy is in your presence, damage penetrates 7% lightning res, and you get 25% increased lightning damage. This has got really good rolls on it. All of the attributes are in the 40s and 15% global defenses. I don't know who's going to buy this, but this will sell. So these are really going to be tough to price check unless you get something really, really good, but you throw them in a couple of divine tab and then lower the price over time, and you'll sell a good number of them, no problem. Lastly is something that I actually didn't know existed in the game until I did these 200 invitations, and that is the Choking Guilt card. I dropped 2 of these in 100 maps of the Writhing invitation. Apparently this is a relatively new div card that only drops from that boss. This is currently going for 1.5 divines. Considering you can run 100 of these in about 45 minutes, I'd say 2 of these cards is a pretty good start. So I don't know what the price point is of where you should be buying these if you want to do these in bulk. I'd say 5C is a very, very good deal. I would not go too much higher than that because, you know, as always with bossing, you can get unlucky. I don't know if 2 of these in 100 maps is lucky or unlucky or what it is, but 1.5 divines is a ton. On top of that, you have the very regular currency that always drops. So the worst case scenario, you do 100 in an hour and you still make a bit of money. You're never going to lose money doing this. And then you can hit a jackpot Eternal Struggle as well. So At the very least, I'm making this video to get people to go do the ones that you have in your stash right now. Maybe you'll drop something awesome. Maybe it'll take you 3 minutes to do them all, and maybe you won't get anything at all. But just wanted to remind people that these bosses are fairly strong to farm. I know a lot of people say that they are not good, but they do have good drops. And if you don't want to buy these Eldritch currencies in bulk at the end of the league like me, it's a lot easier to just go run a couple hundred of these yourself and then farm these currencies. So that's going to do it for me. The build that I farmed this with, which you saw in the intro, is Holy Flame Totem Nimbus Hierophant. Video coming soon on that, so stay tuned to the channel. Give me a subscribe, like, and comment down below. I appreciate you all so much. And as always, take care.